I had the schus over approximately 20 years to hear the Devarim of my late Rebbe, Rav Shlomo Wolbe, Tzadik Zichron Livracha. Every week we would go to the Beis HaMusar, and there would be 60 or 70 of us who would sit and listen to every word that he would say. My Rebbe Rav Wolbe used to take a subject such as Emunah, or Tzedakah, or Chesed, or Simcha, and he used to break them down to components. And every week he would speak for exactly half an hour on one component, and he would cover the topic over several weeks. He always started exactly on time. You could always measure your clock or your watch by when he would begin. He would begin exactly at 7:30. At 8 o'clock he would complete his speech. He always spoke for 30 minutes, not a second more, not a second less. He was the Uber-Yeki. He was the most precise person I ever met. One day, this was in January of 1991, he finished his share, he paused, and then he went on and he spoke for another 10 minutes. What did he speak about? He spoke about the Kedusha of Eretz Yisrael. And he brought down the Gemara in Brachos that says that Eretz Yisrael is nikneh b'yisurim. It is connected, we connect to it through yisurim. Yisurim normally means hardships. God willing, when you come here, you will get your hardships, I promise you. It'll be probably through the taxi drivers or through having to buy stuff here in the Makolet. There's lots of other fun Yisurim that is waiting for you here in Michala. But he quoted the Maharal and said the word Yisurim comes from the word Musar. Musar means that Eretz Yisrael, you acquire the land through Musar by learning from the land and allowing the land to teach you what life is all about. We were all confused. What made him give us this 10-minute extra drasha after the half hour was over? That night we had the answer. That night the Gulf War began, and we understood for the next 6 weeks that the Gulf War was not something that you read about in the newspapers, but it was Eretz Yisrael teaching us what is so special and unique about this land and how Hashem runs this land. So you're probably thinking to yourselves, why is Menachem Nissel telling us about Eretz Yisrael, talking about the Musar of Eretz Yisrael, when he's supposed to be speaking about Parshas Devarim? Well, the answer is because if you have a look at the beginning of Parshas Devarim, you'll see that Moshe Rabbeinu is getting up in front of all of Klal Yisrael, and he's saying his farewell speech to them, and he's talking to them about what is special and unique about Eretz Yisrael. Look how it begins. It begins with the following words, and I'm reading to you over here. Vayhi ba'arbaim shana bi'ashtei asa chodesh be'echad lachodesh, on the first of the 11th month, in other words, Rosh Chodesh Shvat, and it goes on and says, Hoel Moshe be'er haTorah hazeh. Moshe Rabbeinu began teaching the Holy Torah. In other words, Sefer Devarim has got two agendas. Number one, it is the first step in what's called the world of Torah Sheba'al Peh, and secondly, it is a focusing device to get us ready for Eretz Yisrael. What does this have to do with my story? Because the Gulf War began on Rosh Chodesh Shvat, exactly on Rosh Chodesh Shvat. The significance of Rosh Chodesh Shvat is unbelievable. The month of Shvat is a month where you plant seeds. It is a difficult month. It's the middle of the winter. It symbolizes challenges and hardship. You plant your seeds in Shvat, and then eventually, Hazorim Bedima Berini Yiktzeru. 6 months later, God willing, it comes to Tu B'Av. That's already the middle of the summer. That's a time to party. It's a time to relax. It's a time where all the hard work comes together. Shvat is where you plant seeds. Shvat is where you learn about what Eretz Yisrael is all about, and you understand the special, unique Musar of Eretz Yisrael. I am challenging you, God willing, to come here for a year, and your whole month should be like Rosh Chodesh Shvat. Your whole month should be a year where the Musar of Eretz Yisrael is teaching you how to become a better person, and you will learn about the beauty of this land and how you can become a better person through this land. It's going to be a time for struggle, a time for hard work. But I want to tell you something very beautiful. The Gulf War had a beginning on Rosh Chodesh Shvat, but the Gulf War actually ended. Do you know when it ended? It ended on Purim. What is Purim all about? Purim is this beautiful, beautiful time where we celebrate Kabbalas HaTorah B'Ava. After all the hard work, all the simcha comes in. And Purim is a time for unparalleled joy. And I want to wish every single one of you, you're sitting here now in the month of Av. It's now Parshas Devarim, and it's the difficult part of the year. Know you're about to embark on a journey. It's going to be a very beautiful journey with hardships and with struggles, as you learn the unique Musar, as the Maharal says, the unique Musar of Eretz Yisrael. And in the end, at the very end, you'll be Zeicha to be able to enjoy all the beauty and all the joy that this land has to offer. Thank you for listening.